um,
Sorry, since Lisbeth can't hear this clearly, I'm going to go ahead and record it so she can catch the recording later. Go ahead.
got it. And then, so after the angel appeared above the earth and made the light go encircling the globe, what that led to was other angels springing up, smaller areas, doing the same thing, basically, waving a wand and circling a city or a country in white light, and then others spawned from each of those until there were more angels on the earth than ever before, which is hard to imagine. But and so here in Colorado, we've been getting smoke from the wildfires in Alberta, Canada, and so it reminded me of that. But of course, it's not soot, it's not particulate, it's not harmful for people's health or their ability to breathe well, but instead it was kind of just this white essence of goodness flowing through and around throughout everybody.
That's really beautiful. Thank you, David. I like that much better than smoke.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, Dawn, you were the first one here. Do you want to share what your experience was like?
Yeah, it was, in the beginning, it was interesting. I felt like a pressure. So I guess I felt it coming to me because I've had some headaches. And then as it continued, I guess I kind of sensed where it was going, like just masses of people. And then in the last part, it was just like, I keep on seeing people celebrating. So I just saw people really happy and kind of dancing around, or I don't know, but it's definitely a celebration.
That's wonderful. Love that. Robin, you're already unmuted. What was your experience like?
Okay, so at first I saw like a golden white light coming down through everyone's top, your head in the middle of the crown chakra, and going down and through your body, everybody's bodies, and all of us and everybody else that we've talked about, and everybody who's in pain. This is just flowing from the heavens through our chakra, the crown chakra, and healing our entire bodies all the way down and then into Mother Earth and being grounded and healed. And then I saw like balloons that like dark gray, like as if there was gray smoke or something in the balloons, all flying out of everyone's bodies and up into the heavens. And that was so that all the pain, all the problems were going away. And then I had this thing where everybody became like their inner child. Everyone was able to tell their inner child how much they loved them and how we were going to protect you, and you were going to be just fine, just with all the hugs and the love that we give to our inner child. That was kind of odd, but as I'm saying it right now, it makes me want to cry for some reason. So just lots of love being sent to us for the healing.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt that too, very clearly. Thank you, Robin. That was really beautiful. Really beautiful. Todd, would you like to unmute and share what your experience was like?
Yeah, I was pretty much immediately reminded of it's a little saying. I don't remember if it was Dalai Lama or Thich Nhat Hanh, but it was something it was taught in monk school, if you will. When they wake up, they say, "Just awakened." I hope that everyone attains great awareness and sees in complete clarity. And for me, pain is what it informs. I believe it saved my lungs when I, got that elephant on my chest, if you will, and ended up changing position about 10 times an hour for 12 hours. I mean, that kept things from bunching up. I think it saved my little finger by waking me up every 45 minutes and telling me I needed to do something about it. So I'm thankful for pain because it informs. And, you know, that the divine energy to understand what to do. I am so happy to hear about that coming into being. Thinking a lot about infinite divine healing energy, and that's going to just kind of stick with me. I can tell that. And my vision that I don't understand at all is a real, if you will, a galaxy, but in a sort of a flat wheel shape, a golden star.
That sounds pretty impressive. I think that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that with us, Todd. Not entirely sure what the golden wheel of stars is either, but I think that's a lot of happy people who are healed. So that's great. Angela, would you like to unmute and share what your experience was like?
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Elaine. So before you even finished reading the first time, I was immediately, okay, it's always a kind of a black outer space background, but there immediately Elizabeth and Tom and I and my nephew Paul were all holding hands and spinning in a circle, you know, when you go around, and then behind around us in another circle, you guys were all spinning the other direction. And then it was just like golden lights, sparkles coming from everywhere, fireflies going. And then we transitioned with the second time with into still seeing that scene, but seeing a beach scene. And it was just a pure, quiet beach. Beautiful. The water was just lapping gently on the sand. And then in the third part, it transitioned completely to the beach scene. And then there was little by little crabs coming out and playing on the sand and people starting to come out to the beach and walk. So it was kind of just a really nice, cool transition, and everybody's good.
That's fabulous. How wonderful. How can it get even better than that? Thanks, Angela. Appreciate you bringing that in. Georgie, what about you? How was your experience?
My experience was we're downtown in New York City, and we're also in a bubble. And the angels, they're playing music, sending healing energy out, and then a short angel was sending out the healing energy in the air was sent out by the angels, but also we needed more healing energy on earth, on the ground. So every taxi, Lyft driver, and Uber driver had music blaring out of their taxis. Some master angels singing with this old microphone and healing everything in its way with the music. And it was hitting every taxi driver all over the world, every Lyft driver and Uber driver, and everybody was healing.
Ah, that's great. That is wonderful. I love that, Georgie. Great imagery. Wow. Julie, would you like to unmute and share what your experience was like?
There
we
it is.
go.
Oh, hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, at first it was just like a feeling of just really profound peace. And then it was like a gateway opened, and these umbrellas, these colorful umbrellas were twirling, and they were like marching in, and it was like people were twirling them. They were underneath and celebrating because they felt protected or something by the umbrellas. And it was really joyful. And then, yes, I thought of my aunt because she had a heart attack yesterday and they took her to the hospital, and my cousin was saying, we're all saying our goodbyes, but she didn't feel like, she said, well, I'm healed, you know? So whatever it looks like, you know, to them, she seemed to be telling me that she's healed and at peace. And So whatever that means, I will find out in the days to come. So when I heard that news, I felt so, you know, something I needed to do, an urgent thing. And now I feel so at peace with everything, knowing that she's really peaceful and telling me she's healed. So I'm thinking, okay, that it, how does it get better than that, right?
Absolutely. And what immediately struck me is when your body stops, you graduate. And so she may be talking to you from a spiritual space and saying, I'm healed. I'm fine. I'm doing great. I've never been better. And she's right. And
Ooh, I
it
just
might not
got
be
this-
what we think of as healed, right? Because we're
Yes.
assuming the physical body is completely back to normal. And there's so much more that we don't understand from our human perspective. And yeah, she's fine.
It's
She's
fine.
doing great. Yeah,
Yeah.
she feels really good. Well, Millie, if you don't mind, would you mind sharing what your experience was like one more time? And then I will also, so Elizabeth has a
Okay.
complete recording.
I was really surprised because I've never had this before. I saw sort of angels or butterflies, but mostly angels, only because of my grandson. I think of butterflies too. And they were there and they sort of faded away. And then the whole screen, the only thing that I could see was sort of a rust colored color. And that's all there was. And then somebody else said something about feeling peaceful. And I didn't, and I picked up on that, when they said it, and I realized that I was sitting here, I saw nothing else, but yet I was very peaceful. So there's, in addition to seeing that.
That's
Well, not
beautiful.
saying
That contentment is really powerful too.
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
really makes a difference. Well, I saw a lot of interesting things. I saw every person who was in pain inside a love bubble, and the angels were having a contest to see who could stuff the most blessings into the bubbles. And so they were all shoving bubble blessings in from every direction and having a ton of fun because it was this award-winning contest. And I saw everyone in pain breathing really deeply and welcoming in the divine healing. And every deep breath, they could feel the atoms in their body expand and release anything that caused discomfort or pain or anything. And I kept hearing over and over again, I'm so happy and grateful that I partner with the divine for complete healing. I'm so happy and grateful that I partner with the divine for complete healing. And then I saw all the people who had been in pain of any kind dancing and hugging each other and high-fiving each other. And a good friend of ours, Tana, who couldn't be here tonight, she usually sees something called Healing Hill. And I saw all of us in our love bubbles on Healing Hill having contests, rolling down the hill in our love bubbles and just having a great time. And I heard very clearly, life is a journey. It's a journey of faith, self-discovery, and self-love. You do you, and know that you are loved. You are love. And throughout the entire 10 minutes, I felt a deep sense of comfort and ease and allowing and just resting in what is and feeling very comfortable and calm with what is. And that was a very profound and moving experience for me. So yeah, Elizabeth, we definitely saw you completely healed and your husband completely healed. So how can it get even better than this?
That's right.
Excellent.
Oh,
Thank you all
you.
for coming in. Yeah, Elizabeth, go ahead.
I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you so much. And my back has been better this afternoon. It's my thumb now, but this is all so beautiful. And while I was trying to get in, I was sending blessings and trying to participate.
Thank you for that. And it's moving. The energy's moving through your body. So that's really a great sign that it's moving and it's on its way out. And so you will start to notice that thumb issue disappearing. So that's
Hope
great.
so.
That is great. Yeah, I will make sure that everybody has access to the recording. Thank you so much for coming this evening, and I'll see you next week for the next intention group.
Thank you,
Okay.
Elaine.
Bye,
Yeah.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.